5:30 p.m. I hereby declare that this year's Living Museum is officially open.
Mrs. Wilson's class is in the library. Singer and Miller is off to the right. Mrs. Coyle is straight ahead, and Mrs. Thompson is to the left.
I am 51 years old and currently live in Edinburgh. I moved to a little village called Texel, which is near Forest. Also, my dad worked a lot, so I didn't see him much. My mom was sick. I had a little sister named Deanna, but we called her Dee. I really wanted my mom to get better. Sadly, my mom passed away in 1990 from MS and multiple sclerosis. It causes double vision and weakness. Although I was a good student, there was a boy. I chose to fight back. I also had an unfair teacher and knew her as a character STEM teacher. I started school at the age of 9 at Central Primary. I loved writing. I had a passion for it. It was my biggest talent. I always wanted to be a writer. I was on a train. Suddenly, a picture of a boy came to me. He lived with a big family and he was a wizard. His real parents died protecting him. I was only 25 years old. The first job I had was a secretary, but it's not what I truly wanted to be. I wanted to be a writer, so I quit and started writing. I'm married to George R. and Tess, and we had one child. Unfortunately, we got divorced, and I remarried to Neil Murray, and we had 2 children. People love my Harry Potter series. I won the auction and was worth $100,000. The winner was Arthur A. Lively. The Harry Potter series opened the doors for children and adults to explore worldwide. I'm so happy I finished the Harry Potter series. I afford food and clothing and permission to be a leader. Thank you for listening to me. Hello, my name is Queen Victoria. I'm the Queen of United Kingdom, Great Britain, and Ireland. Perhaps you have heard of me. What would you like to know about me? I was born in Kensington Palace on May 24th, 1819. I sadly died in Osborne House on January 22nd, 1901, at 81 years of age. I grew up in Kensington Palace because my father was king. Then I later moved to Osborne House. My mother was Victoria, the Duchess of Kent, and my father was Prince Edward. I was an only child. So, some important facts about my childhood are: my father died of pneumonia on January 23rd, 1820, when I was 8 months old. I also had a father figure named Sir John Conway. I did not trust him at all. I did not attend public school, but I was educated by Miss Louise Lazette. I started to get educated when I was around 5 years old. A special talent of mine is learning new languages. I learned English, German, French, and Italian. As an adult, I had only one job: being the Queen of United Kingdom, Great Britain, and Ireland for 63 years and 216 days. I was married to Prince Albert, son of the Duke Coburg and Gotham. He sadly died of typhoid fever at the age of 42 in 1861. I went into a 25-year seclusion. I also had 9 children, including 5 girls and 4 boys. A special accomplishment that I'm most proud of was that during the Victorian era, Britain was the largest empire the world has ever seen. A special contribution I made to the world was that during the Victorian era, Britain was the foundation for one of the most influential eras in world history. I was also the grandmother of Europe because my children were either kings or queens. Thank you for listening.
Good job.
Hello, my name is Susan, but now I'm the name of people know me as Susan B. I'm women's rights activist. I would like to tell you about my life. I was born on February 15, 1820 with Asia and Adam Constitution. I sadly died in Westchester, New York, March 13, 1906, at the age of 86 from pneumonia. I moved from Adams, Massachusetts to Biographical where my father opened a mill and I worked there when police was sick. Later on I moved to Rochester, New York. My mother's name was Lucy and my father's name was Daniel. They were both Quakers. My mother had 7 children, 5 girls and 2 boys. With the money I earned from my father's mill, I used to buy household items for my family. I was homeschooled mostly in my entire life. I work on and I'm curious. I also love to read books. I open doors for women to show that we are capable of doing things as well as men. I was never married, therefore I had no children. I fought for women's right to vote. My anti-slavery efforts helped end slavery in the United States. Thank you for listening.
I'll go.
Rowling, also known as J.K. Rowling. I was born July 1st, 1965 to Anne Rowling and Peter Rowling. I moved around quite a lot for schooling and that journey all began with touchstone primary. It was not a good place. My teacher was so strict she gave me the idea of Severus Snape later on. I also had to sit at the dim side of the room because I failed my test. I could not study. We did not even learn anything about fractions. After the Tales of Life at Touch show, when I was 11, I switched to reading comprehension school. Yeah, again, it was also really bad. After finally, in my last year at Wheaton, I became the head girl. After the excitement, I took a long train ride to Manchester, London. On the train ride, out of nowhere, an idea pops into my head about a boy named Harry Potter. I was eager to write it down, but I had no pen. Finally, the train ride ended. I went home and I wrote it down. But I had a school to get to, so I went to the University of Exeter. I was there to study French, Latin, and Greek. I graduated in 1987 and moved to Chatham, London. I got a job as a secretary. After the adventure of schooling, I got a job as a secretary, and after a while at my job, I found out my mother was sick, so I moved back to Manchester, London. And I got a job in a pork-chop culture. While I was in the city, I met a journalist named George. We fell in love and we decided to get married. Sadly, our marriage ended in 1993. At that time, I had a little girl named Jessica, and we moved to Edinburgh, Scotland. I decided to get a job as a French teacher, but again, after a while, I decided to quit so I could fulfill my dreams as a writer. I finally found the man of my dreams. His name was Dr. Neil Moray. He got married in 2001. 2 years later, I had a little boy named David, and in 2005, I had a girl named Mackenzie. I've written a lot about Harry Potter, and after months I finally finished the first draft, but I still had a lot of work to do. After 7 years, I finally finished it. I rewrote every chapter. I was ready to publish it. I finally found someone to publish it. His name was Christopher Little. He loved it and decided to publish it. I did. I was finally finished. But I did not stop there. I created lots of books. Fantastic books of Where to Find, Clues Through the Ages, and other Harry Potter books. Beyond anything in my speech is to accomplish your dreams and let nothing get in your way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Becca Hershey. I'm very famous for the one from Paramount. That's a bossy meal Also, I would like to be willing to tell you about my life and how I got to be
大家都只是想讲配音演员吧。
I was happily born in 1857 Hockensack, Pennsylvania, in a wonderful house. Unfortunately, I died early one day. My family was a very interesting family. My dad, Henry Hershey, liked to train with things, while my mom, Fanny Hershey, liked to move onward, for example, making wheels in my own shop. I also had a little sister named Serena Hershey, but she died as well as move on. My childhood included working on about many other things. My family was poor, so I would live at our house. I attended school at American Heritage Kinderhaus, and since I'm going to school at I got a job at an ice cream parlor that opened my own shop because I opened my own shop in Lancaster at the age of 19 because my mom was My shop was going really well until I had to close it because I was working too hard. I had to stay in bed for a moment to get better, so I then moved to Colorado. My special talents are making sea caramel, selling my sea caramel, and using the And as an adult, my jobs were making sea candy mostly. In 1898, I married Catherine from Sweden, but we never had kids because she had a disease that kept us from chores. By solving the problem, I made my own school, and that was one of the most special accomplishments that I made as part of it. My other accomplishments that are special include working on a garden and many other things. Include making the world's best cities and making my own town. My significant contribution that I made to the world was that I made the world's sweetest and best and sweetest caramel chocolate. Also, I founded my first
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Abraham Lincoln. I was born on February 12, 1808. My family was very poor. I lived in a handmade log cabin. I was an American politician and a lawyer who served as the 16th President of the United States from 1861 until my assassination in 1865. In my presidency, I led the country during the Civil War to defeat the South. I also pushed forth the freedom of all slaves with the Emancipation Proclamation. Fun fact, I was 6 feet tall. I was 6 feet and 4 inches tall. I was the first American president to have a full-grown beard.
Hi, my name is Steve Jobs. I made Apple Computer. What do you like to learn about? I was born on February 24th, 1955, and Sally died on October 5th, 2011. I grew up in Mountain View, California. In Mountain View, I went to school and grew up there. I have beautiful parents, Paul and Clara Jobs, who adopted me. I love them very much. My biological parents are Abu Fatah John Jandali and Mom Joan Carroll. I got new friends. One of them was Steve Wozniak. He was older than me. Steve knows how to make money. He's still alive. 3 years after my birth, my sister Betsy was born. I attended high school. After that, I attended Truth College in Oregon. However, I found the classes boring and soon dropped out. Parents couldn't pay for college. I sit in classes for free. I have one special talent. I can fix all computers.
I work at a company that makes computer games. I found Apple company in 1976. I purchased graphic company Pixar. I married Lauren Powell in 1991. Our first child was born on September 1991. We have 2 more children, Lauren and Eve. My significant contribution was making personal iPads, iPhones, iPods, iTunes Music Store. Special accomplishments that I'm most proud of, that many people respect. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
Hello, Food. I was born on July 7, 1980 in Toronto. I love my food. They're nice, smart, Hi, my name is Joanne Cassidy, or you might know me as Lady. I'm going to write stories. Perhaps I'm going to make Harry Potter. I was born on July 31st, 1965 in Wiltshire, Toronto. I am 51 years old and currently live in Edinburgh. I moved to a little village called Chester. Also, my dad was a lot. My mom said I did have an uncle and a and then they said I'm so excited to tell you and to speak like myself. I was born in New York City on October 11, 1884. I was a long and steady life until 1962, when I was 78 years old. On November 7th, 1962, I died of stroke. When I died, I was working in my hometown, New York City. I happily grew up in New York City from 1884 to 1888. Then I moved to England in 1889 to Harvard Allenwood School. After school, I settled into Washington, D.C. to live with my one romantic mother. My mother, father, and one younger brother all died when I was young. It was really difficult at the time that I was in my grandmother's place to live with my remaining one younger brother.
Hello, friends and family. This concludes our living history. Thank you so much to our third grade students and families. Some awesome presentations. These are some really important things, as you know. So thank you very much for coming. This opens Timmytown, 4th grade, for business. Timmytown is open